231 of the Public Laws of 1975 entitled Senator Bar M. Bear Open Public Meeting Act. New Jersey Casino Control Commission on August 16, 2023, filed with Secretary of State at the State House a notice of this meeting. On August 16, 2023, copies were mailed to subscribers. The use of cell phones in the public meeting room while the commission is in session is prohibited. Any member of the public who wishes to address the commission will be given the opportunity to do so before the commission adjourns for the day. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
Good morning. Welcome everyone who is joining us in person and remotely today. Meeting participants who wish to do so can continue to address the Commission through remote technology. We are also permitting in-person participation. The public meeting room is therefore open and the appropriate health measures are being taken. We will, however, continue to stream our public meetings. The public is able to listen through access provided on the Commission's website, as well as through our YouTube channel. We will accept public comments via email. Public comments can be sent to public.comments@ccc.nj.gov. I will repeat that. Public comments can be sent to public.comments@ccc.nj.gov, beginning now and any time throughout the meeting, ending at the time of adjournment. This meeting is being transcribed as well as recorded, and minutes will be available on our website in due course. To meeting participant callers, I ask that you follow the instructions provided with the web link or audio call-in code, and please place your phones on mute until your matter is called. Also, when your matter is called, please turn on your camera and identify yourself before speaking.
Please answer when I call your name for the roll, please. Commissioner Molyneux,
Present.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Present.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Present.
Thank you. Matters discussed in closed session this morning included employee key license application matters, approval of the closed session minutes from the October 25, 2023 closed session, and approval of the hiring of Alicia Gorham as licensing analyst, Program Compliance and Support Specialist 2, BAN, in the Licensing and Financial Evaluation Unit, Division of Regulatory Affairs. First matter for your consideration is the ratification of the minutes of the October 25, 2023 public portion of the meeting.
Are there any questions for council or corrections?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to ratify the minutes of the October 25th, 2023 meeting.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you. Item number 2 is the application of Craig A. Burke for an initial casino key employee license. This matter was reviewed by the Division of Gaming Enforcement with a recommendation provided to you, as well as by commission staff. Recommendation is that the application be granted.
Are there any questions regarding this matter?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant the initial application of Craig A. Burke for casino key employee license.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you. Item number 3 are applications for resubmitted casino key employee licenses and/or for qualification. They include the following: Douglas S. Arrington, Maravette Blake, also known as Maravette Velasquez, Lisa D. Brooks, Walter F. Busakowski, Helen R. Centrone, also known as Helen R. Hartman, John R. Costa, Thomas L. Gable, Paul G. Gelato, David S. Halveston, Ricky Q. Hong, Michael J. LeBrone, Paul R. Madden, Alicia A. McGee, also known as Alicia A. Briati, Sayeda R. Nahar, Daisy Nieves Robles, Paul J. Polito, Randy J. Restel, Vera L. Robinson, Rhonda J. Smiley, Matthew J. Sobeski III, and Kenneth J. Seismis. With respect to M. Alicia A. McGee, that matter will be called separately. With respect to the remaining 20 resubmissions, they have been reviewed by the Division of Gaming Enforcement with a recommendation that they be granted. Commission staff has also reviewed and likewise recommended each of the 20 named be granted.
Are there any questions regarding any of these matters?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant the 20 resubmitted Casino Key employee licenses.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
With respect to Alicia A. McGee, her matter is for resubmission as well as for qualification to serve as to continue to serve as Vice President of Finance Operations for HR Atlantic LLC. Again, the division has reviewed that application, that resubmitted application, and raises no objection. Commission staff recommends that the resubmission and continued qualification be granted.
Are there any questions regarding this matter?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant resubmitted key license and qualification.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, roll call vote.
Commissioner Molyneux,
Yes.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Yes.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Yes.
Item number 4 are approvals through delegation of authority between October 1, 2023 and October 31, 2023 pursuant to resolution number 22011211B. Licensing manager Patrick Eeler will review those items with you. However, no action is required by the commission at this time.
Good morning, Chairman and Commissioners. I am Patrick Eeler, Licensing and Financial Evaluation Unit Manager, appearing on behalf of the Commission. Between October 1st and October 31st, 2023, the staff of the Commission's Regulatory Affairs Division granted the following approvals via its delegated authority. On October 4th, 2023, temporary casino key employee licenses were granted to Mitesh R. Patel for a casino kiosk manager position at Borgata, and to Linda Robertson for a casino cashier supervisor position at Tropicana Atlantic City. On October 11th, 2023, temporary casino key employee licenses were granted to Javon A. Adams for a casino cage shift manager position at Ocean Casino, and to Ian A. Gross Jr. for a security manager position at Tropicana Atlantic City. On October 12th, 2023, the temporary casino key employee license was granted to Renee L. Trust for a dual-rate casino cage cashier and cage supervisor position at Golden Nugget Atlantic City. On October 13th, 2023, a title change was approved for the temporary casino key employee license that was previously granted to Javon A. Adams for his employment at Ocean Casino. The new title is Casino Cashiering Supervisor. On October 16th, 2023, a temporary casino key employee license was granted to Ngoc Tuen T. Nguyen, also known as Ngoc T. Nguyen. for a dual-rate floor person and casino floor manager position at Tropicana Atlantic City. On October 17th, 2023, a temporary casino key employee license was granted to John P. Zappas for a Director of Security position at Resorts Atlantic City. On October 18th, 2023, a temporary casino key employee license was granted to Sue J. Kim for a dual-rate table game supervisor and table games assistant shift manager position at Caesars Atlantic City. On October 23rd, 2023, a temporary casino key employee license was granted to Sivastan L. Messam for a cage kiosk technician manager position at Hard Rock Atlantic City. On October 25th, 2023, a temporary casino key employee license was granted to Gianna P. Caparuso for a dual-rate security supervisor and security shift manager position at Harrah's Atlantic City. And a temporary casino key employee license with a multi-casino endorsement was granted to Kathy A. Flynn for a credit executive position at Caesars, Harrah's, and Tropicana Atlantic City. On October 26, 2023, a temporary casino key employee license was granted to Michael O. Washington Faulkner for a count room supervisor position at Resorts Atlantic City. On October 27, 2023, a multi-casino endorsement on an existing casino key employee license was granted to Stephen T. Marizita for his position as iGaming Compliance Manager at Caesars, Harrah's, Tropicana, and CIE-NJ. This memorializes the noted approvals that were granted by the Commission's Division of Regulatory Affairs via its delegated authority during this period. No further Commission actions required. Thank you.
Agenda item number 5 is a request for inactivation of casino key employee licenses. Again, Manager Patrick Ehler will address those matters with you.
In lieu of filing a casino key employee license review application, the following individuals have requested to be placed on the casino key employee license approved inactive list: Anthony M. Ashman, Michael L. Baldino, Kevin J. Burke, Nicholas Ferraro, Lawrence J. McCabe, and Crystal D. Patel, also known as Crystal D. Hummel. If the requests are granted, each individual may remain on the approved inactive list for a period of up to 5 years. Commission staff has reviewed these requests and recommends that you grant the requested relief.
Are there any questions on any of these matters?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant the requested relief and order that the 6 casino key employee licenses be inactivated.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, ayes have it.
Thank you.
Item number 6 is a consideration of the lapsing of casino key employee licenses. Again, Manager Patrick Ehler will address those with you.
At this time, the following individuals are up for your consideration to lapse their casino key employee license: John E. Borkowski, Pamela D. Birch, also known as Pamela D. Reynolds, Domingo Cruz, Veronica H. Gaffney, Robert W. Rudloff Jr., and Kenny C. Yee. In each of these cases, the casino key employee license review application filing deadline has passed. The individual has not filed a casino key employee license review application nor requested to be placed on the casino key employee license approved inactive list. Based on these facts, staff recommends that the casino key employee license of each of the individuals be deemed to have lapsed.
Are there any questions on any of these matters?
No.
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to find that the 6 casino key employee licenses lapsed pursuant to NJAC 19:41A-6.1F of the regulations.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, the ayes have it.
Thank you.
Item number 7, excuse me, is a consideration of the initial application of Charday Drinks for a Casino Key employee license. Senior Counsel Teresa Pimpinelli will review that matter with you.
Morning, Chairman and Commissioners. Teresa Pimpinelli, Senior Counsel, appearing on behalf of the Commission. Before you is a stipulation of settlement for the initial application of Charday Drinks for her Casino Key employee license. If approved, her license will be valid through November of 2028. You have staff's memo and recommendation on this matter. Ms. Drinks was notified of today's proceedings, and I would just ask Counselor for the division to enter their appearance and proceed.
Good morning, Chairman and Commissioners. Jocelyn Fedowitz, Deputy Attorney General, on behalf of the Division of Gaming Enforcement. The division has nothing further on this matter and respectfully requests that the stipulation be approved as submitted. Thank you.
Are there any questions for counsel?
No.
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the stipulation of settlement between the division and applicant and grant the initial application of Charday Drinks for a Casino Key employee license, subject to compliance with the terms and conditions as provided for in the stipulation.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you. Item number 8 is consideration of the initial application of Janelle Walsh for a Casino Key employee license. Again, Senior Counsel Pimpinelli will review that with you.
Hello again, Chairman and Commissioners. Teresa Pimpinelli, Senior Counsel, appearing on behalf of the Commission. For your consideration is a stipulation of settlement for the initial application of Janelle Walsh for her Casino Key employee license. If approved, it will be valid through November of 2028. You have staff's memo and recommendation for this matter. Ms. Walsh was notified of today's meeting. I would just ask counsel to enter their appearance and proceed.
Chairman and Commissioners, Jocelyn Fedowitz, Deputy Attorney General, on behalf of the Division of Gaming Enforcement. You have the division's report along with the stipulation of settlement that has been entered with the applicant. The division respectfully requests that the stipulation be approved as submitted and recommends the granting of the applicant's Casino Key employee license, subject to the terms and conditions of the stipulation. Thank you.
Are there any questions for counsel?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the stipulation of settlement between the division and applicant and grant the initial application of Janelle Walsh for a Casino Key employee license, subject to compliance with the terms and conditions as provided for in the stipulation.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you. Item number 9 is consideration of the initial application of Donald E. Mallory for a Casino Key employee license. Again, Senior Counsel Pimpinelli will review it with you.
Chairman and Commissioners, Teresa Pimpinelli, Senior Counsel, appearing again for the Commission. For your consideration is a stipulation of settlement for the initial application of Donald Mallory for his Casino Key employee license. If approved, the key license will be valid through November of 2028. You have staff's memo and recommendation for this matter. Mr. Mallory was notified of today's proceedings. I would ask the division to enter their appearance and proceed.
Chairman and Commissioners, Jocelyn Fedowitz, Deputy Attorney General, on behalf of the Division of Gaming Enforcement. You have the division's report along with the stipulation of settlement that has been entered with the applicant. The division respectfully requests that the stipulation be approved as submitted and recommends the granting of the applicant's Casino Key employee license, subject to the terms and conditions of the stipulation. Thank you.
Are there any questions for counsel?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the stipulation of settlement between the division and applicant and grant the initial application of Donald E. Mallory for a Casino Key employee license, subject to compliance with the terms and conditions as provided for in the stipulation.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it.
Item number 10 is consideration of the initial application of Christopher Jennings for a Casino Key employee license. Again, Senior Counsel Pimpinelli will lead you with that matter.
Chairman Commissioners, Teresa Pimpinelli, Senior Counsel appearing for the Commission. My last matter before you today is a stipulation of settlement for the initial application of Christopher Jennings for his Casino Key employee license. If approved, his license will be valid through November of 2028. You have staff's memo and recommendation for this matter. Mr. Jennings was notified of today's proceedings. I would ask counsel for the division to enter their appearance and proceed.
Chairman and Commissioners, Jocelyn Fedowitz, Deputy Attorney General, on behalf of the Division of Gaming Enforcement. You have the division's report along with the stipulation of settlement that has been entered with the applicant. The division respectfully requests that the stipulation be approved as submitted and recommends the granting of the applicant's Casino Key employee license, subject to the terms and conditions of the stipulation. Thank you.
Are there any questions for counsel?
No.
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the stipulation of settlement between the division and applicant and grant the initial application of Christopher Jennings for a Casino Key employee license, subject to compliance with the terms and conditions as provided for in the stipulation.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you, Teresa. Item number 11 is consideration of the plenary qualification of Kim Barker Lee to serve as Executive Vice President, Chief Legal Officer of Bally's Corporation. This matter was originally initiated for your consideration by petition PRN 3482203, dated December 14, 2022, seeking the temporary qualification of Kim Barker Lee to serve in the capacity indicated. You considered that matter at your January 11, 2023 public meeting, at which time you granted temporary qualification. Due to the rescheduling of the October meeting, which exceeded the 9-month temporary qualification statutory deadline, a petition was filed seeking the temporary extension, a 3-month extension of the 9-month temporary qualification period. You considered that application at your September 13, 2023 meeting and approved it pursuant to Resolution 23091311, which brings us to today for your consideration of Kim Barker Lee's plenary qualification to serve in the capacities of Executive Vice President, Chief Legal Officer, Bally's Corporation. You have counsel present, both for Bally's Corporation and for the division. And with your permission, Mr. Chairman, I ask that they be allowed to enter their appearances and address the commission directly.
Good morning, Chair, Commissioners. Lynn Kaufman, Cooper Levinson for Bally's Corporation and Premier Entertainment AC LLC. As General Counsel Fauntleroy said, I'm here today to respectfully request that, per the division's recommendation, that the commission find Kim Barker Lee to be plenarily qualified to serve as Executive Vice President and Chief Legal Officer of Bally's Corporation. I have reviewed the draft resolution and have no objections, and I am pleased to say, with the division's cooperation, that we are a month ahead. We're not even getting it down to the wire of the 3-month extension. Thank you.
Morning, Chairman, Commissioners, Deputy Attorney General James Lee, behalf of Division of Gaming Enforcement. And in front of you is the division's letter report dated November 2nd, 2023, recommending for a plenary qualification for Kim Barker Lee. And division has had a chance to review the draft resolution and has no objection to it. Thank you.
Are there any questions for counsel?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to adopt the draft resolution and find Kim Barker Lee qualified to serve as Executive Vice President and Chief Legal Officer for Bally's Corporation in accordance with NJSA 5:12-85.1 and NJAC 13:69C-2.7.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, roll call vote.
Commissioner Molyneux,
Yes.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Yes.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Yes.
Thank you.
Item number 12 is consideration of the amended and restated stipulation of settlement concerning the initial Casino Key employee licensure and qualification of Jessica Lynn Smith to serve as Vice President, Facilities for Marina District Development Company, LLC. You may recall that at your March 8, 2023 public meeting, you reviewed the initial stipulation of settlement and adopted the stipulation of settlement and granted Jessica Smith her initial Casino Key employee license and her plenary qualification to serve as Vice President of Facilities for Marina District Development Company, also known as Brigada. Subsequently, by supplemental report, the division filed an updated, amended and restated stipulation of settlement regarding the initial stipulation and asked for your consideration to approve the amended and restated stipulation and to continue licensure and qualification of Ms. Smith. I do not believe counsel for Brigada is present, but you do have counsel for the division present, and I ask that, with your permission, Ms. Fedowitz be allowed to enter her appearance and address the commission directly.
Chairman and Commissioners, Jocelyn Fedowitz, Deputy Attorney General, on behalf of the Division of Gaming Enforcement. You have the division's supplemental report along with an updated stipulation of settlement that has been entered with Jessica Smith. The division respectfully requests that the updated stipulation be approved as submitted and recommends the continued Casino Key employee licensure and qualification of Jessica Smith, subject to the terms and conditions of the updated stipulation. We also reviewed the draft resolution and have no objections. Thank you.
Are there any questions for council?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the amended and restated stipulation of settlement between the division and Jessica L. Smith, and A, find that Jessica L. Smith's Casino Key employee license remains in good standing pursuant to NJSA 5:12-89, and B, find that Ms. Smith remains qualified to serve as Vice President of Facilities for the Marina District Development Company, LLC, in accordance with NJSA 5:12-85.1 and NJAC 13:69C-2.6, and subject to compliance with the terms and conditions as provided for in the restated stipulation.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, roll call vote?
Commissioner Molyneux,
Yes.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Yes.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Yes.
In accordance with Resolution 22120703, the next closed session of the commission shall be held on Wednesday, December 6, 2023, at 9:30 a.m. in the commission offices.
This is the public participation portion of the meeting. Is there anyone from the public that wishes to speak? Good morning, sir. Your name for the record, please?
Franklin Johnson. My issue is concerning my last appearance concerning organized crime and racketeering concerning Atlantic City casinos. I am fully aware how the laws are made through the state and the legislature. I'm also fully aware of the functions of the commission. I have not seen nowhere in those particular regulations and those laws where I should be charged with a criminal offense for re-entering the casino. I have been blackballed from these casinos for several years. I was blackballed in being on the commission list by being falsely incarcerated so that I couldn't defend myself regarding the particular issue, what was presented to me against my objection concerning the state saying that I had violated certain rules and regulations. I also recall that the state of New Jersey made a big error. When I came here as a confidential informant for the United States Federal Bureau of Investigation. I was told to look for certain organized drug dealing within these particular casinos. After failing to produce, I would say, I was left abandoned concerning the argument of my legal and constitutional right of citizenship. I still haven't seen yet where my conduct have failed to be exempt from any casino within the United States on my argument that organized crime seems to have the better position and control concerning who should be able to participate and who shouldn't be able to participate. Unfortunately, I'm still pursuing that. However, I would like for it to be understood that I still don't believe that the state is naive and so corrupt in corruption of blood that they're still holding me on a state exclusionary list. I would like to have that cleared up, and I would like to have that sent to the U.S. Attorney's Office and to the Federal Bureau of Investigation concerning these issues of identity of law enforcement between the security departments and what their entitled right regarding the public. I hope the commission can be assistance to that. However, I still will pursue that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
for your information, we were not able to connect with Mr. Johnson after the last meeting, but Senior Counsel Pipinelli, before you leave today, will provide Mr. Johnson with the information necessary to seek any relief regarding his listing on the exclusion list. There is a process to seek removal from the exclusion list, and we will provide you with the information to pursue that process if that's your desire.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other public comment?
None indicated, Mr. Chairman.
With that being said, is there a motion to adjourn?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
I second the motion.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes